Good evening, everybody. This is Jabber Bergazi, and welcome to Jabber Talks. Tonight, because I don't have anything to do, I already prepared everything what I need to do for tomorrow. So I believe it's good to answer one question for us to help Filipino teachers back in the Philippines to also realize their goal of coming here and be one of the foreign teachers in the future. Now, the concern of our teacher tonight is can we apply or can we start the application even if we are currently connected to the Department of Education? The answer is yes. You can start your application once the portal is open because as of the moment, when we talk about TFATP, the portal is currently closed. So you cannot send your application and do the application process as of the moment. But once the portal is open, you can start your application even if you are currently connected to the Department of Education. Just make sure that once everything is ready, you can also get out because some places in the Philippines right now, it's really difficult to resign, especially if you have loans in the bank. So you have to see that one and check that one before you have to undergo the process because it's so bad to feel like everything is ready, like you're already being accepted here in Taiwan, you already have your school placements and everything else, but it's hard for you to resign. Now, I'm going to share to you my timeline if I can still remember because it's too like very long time ago and I don't know if I can really relate to you now on the spot, but I try my best. During my time, there was pandemic, so it's really easy for me to navigate everything. I even went to Makati City, the Taiwan's embassy, to authenticate my documents. Yeah, I didn't call any agent to help me to carry that one. I flew to Makati City in order for me to authenticate my documents. But right now, I will not advise to you to do that, especially if you're like very far from Makati City. Just like find an agent for you to do that one. Yeah, in order for you to like keep going, keep teaching while at the same time your paper is processing, something like that. You can do that one really. Okay. So the thing that you have to do once the portal is open, you have to submit all the documents that they need. Now, especially the license that you have, the CAV, the verification, authentication, the documents that you have, and then the what's the other one? Criminal record, NBI. Okay, so you have to apostille the one and authenticate the TECO and then submit it to the portal. You can actually do that even if you are currently working in the Department of Education. And once everything is ready, you can file your resignation. Make sure that you have to really file your resignation properly so that by the time that you want to come back to the Philippines, because there's a program, I don't know if you're familiar with SPEAMS right now, like you can go back to the Department of Education right after your journey in Taiwan. So I really advise that you have to really close your journey in the Department of Education properly, especially if you have your plan to go back right after your journey here. Okay? But to your concern, if you are like really thinking if you can really fly, even if you are currently working in the Department of Education, the best thing that you have to do is to ask some of the teachers in your locality because I heard like some places in the Philippines right now, in my city, for example, it's really difficult for them to get out because there's like a agreement between the Department of Education and banks, private banks in the Philippines that, I don't know what the agreement all about, but I think the bank needs to like sign the document first before you can finally resign from the program because a lot of issues right now happening in my city, like some of the OFWs, they're not paying their loans because they're no longer in the Philippines. So issues like that private banks are now very much careful, no, for that situation to, get worse. So my advice to you, you have to check the one if it's easy in your locality for you to get out right after, like for example, everything is ready. Then you have to pursue your application, even if you are currently teaching in the Department of Education. But as to your application here in Taiwan, that's not a problem. Yes, they're not going to ask you if you already resigned in the Department of Education or your work back in the Philippines. They're not going to ask you that one. Yes, as long as your documents, like you can really provide the documents that they needed, something like that, so it's okay. You can actually go through with the process even if you are currently teaching in the Department of Education right now. So I hope I answer your question clearly. So if you have follow-up question out from this one, you can comment down below. Bye bye.